I had forgotten how much I enjoyed spinning with Moonblaze style heads until I got these. One of my favorite things to do is just hand my phone to somebody and have them like use it to control what graphics are coming up on these. But these have rapidly become kind of my secret weapon. Hey friends, so it's been a couple years since I last checked in and told you all what poi are in common rotation in my household. So I thought I would do a little update, you know, just in time for the holidays 2022 and see if there's anything in here that y'all might be interested in gifting to the flow artist of choice in your lives. Drex here from Drex Factor Poi, sharing with you the love of poi spinning and flow arts to benefit your body and brain. And today, well, I'm going to show you all of the props and see if they can benefit your bodies and brains as much as they benefited mine. But before we dive in, I just want to give a quick shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Fire Mecca, Flow Fests, Flow Toys, Juggling Calling, Pyroterror Light Toys, Spinballs, and Ultrapoi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can learn more about all these amazing businesses and what they're doing to support flow artists like yourself by checking out the links that I've got down in the description of this video. And special thanks to non-business friends of the channel, Johnny Howard, Lain Mochinsky, and Pekha Pekkonen. Thank you all so very much for your support for my work and my mission. So I spin poi for a living, and the question does come up relatively often, what exactly do I like to spin with? And the answer is several different things. So I have arranged a little bit of a spread here. My plan is to take us through from daytime spinning to LED to fire and company by company to kind of give you a rough idea of what I like to spin with. So let's get started. And the first set of poi that I'm going to tell you about are these right here from Pakha Poi. They are a New Zealand-based company that is run by a young Maori woman. I haven't had a lot of chance to use these just yet, but it is one of my big New Year's resolutions to learn more Maori style poi, and I'm excited to have these to work with. You should check this company out. They are Pakha Poi, P-O-T-I-K-I poi.co.nz. You can buy from their online shop and get a set of these for yourself. And hopefully we can start bringing back some of that Maori style to what we do, yeah? All right, so moving on, we have the sets of poi that I most often use for my video tutorials. These are the contact poi that I got from Lanternsmith, the company founded by 9 Square Theory auteur Charlie Cushing. I love the fact that you can adjust the weight really easily. You know, the weight is locked inside of these little cartridges right here inside the heads. You can really easily swap out the handles and the tethers if you want to. And of course, the cavities that these cartridges fit inside of are just the right size to fit in capsule lights from Flow Toys. And if you have seen pretty much any tutorial that I have created in the past couple of years, you have definitely seen these poi. These are without a doubt my favorites. Over at lanternsmith.com, you can use the promo code DREXFactor with a 0 instead of an O to get a discount on a set of these at checkout. Seriously, best contact poi out there by far, Lanternsmith. Check them out. All right, so next up we have Sock Poi from Sock Poi. This is a Russian-based company that is run by Katya Stakhanova, aka One Day Spin on Instagram. But these have rapidly become kind of my secret weapon. For one thing, they're super soft. I have absolutely no fear of trying out new tricks with these at all. They also squish down really well. And of course, they're super visible, especially in daytime, regardless of what lighting I'm using. These just tend to stand out like you wouldn't believe. These are kind of always the thing that I put in my bag. These are my default set of poi to take out with me during the day. That kind of snuck up on me, but I gotta say, the way that they handle has really grown on me, and I'm a fan now. So, Sock Poi, you can get a set of these over at, I believe it is sockpoi.store, and tell Katya that I sent you because she's good people and deserves our support, and her poi are really rad. All right, next up, let's get into some LED poi here. So first pair I'm going to show you are my pod poi with FPC tethers. Thicker rope has definitely kind of just become the industry standard over the course of the past couple years. And once I started practicing with them regularly, all of a sudden, the tethers really started growing on me. Pod poi are always a good choice for any skill level. So, you know, whether it's beginner, intermediate, or advanced tricks, I'm trying out new things, or I'm working back through some things that I've known for years, these are always a good fit. If I'm going out after dark, these are now the set that I take with me. These are what go into my bag. They're very low profile, they're easy to fit in, they're nice and squishy. You know, I can set up a video camera, I'll be able to see them nice and clear, even in the dark. So yeah, I'm a fan. Yeah, Flow Toys, well done on these. All right, so let's check out another set from Flow Toys, which I don't use these as often anymore, simply because I'm doing more videos with the Pod Poi, but I still have these Spin 90, or excuse me, Spin 9 Vision Poi. They do show patterns when you spin them, but you can't program necessarily what those patterns are going to be. Like, you can't stick a message or a logo in there. That said, they do produce some really interesting images. I still pick these up from time to time. They're not in frequent rotation by any means, but one thing I do like about them is just like, if I want to get up and, you know, just horse around with some patterns, these are great. You know, they make flowers look much cooler. They make body tracers and weaves look really interesting. Yeah, I would definitely give these a look-see if you're interested in trying out some of the more top shelf stuff that that Flow Toys offers. And of course, with both the Pod Poi and the Spin 9 Vision Poi, I have a promo code over at Flow Toys. You can use the promo code DrexFactor2022. That is DrexFactor with a 3 instead of an E at checkout. That gets you a discount on your order, also helps out the channel. Flow Toys, thanks so much for working with me like that. And yeah, I'm sure that y'all will get a lot out of these too. All right, so next up, let's start diving into some other LED stuff. So, when I'm practicing by myself close to my house, most often I'm using LED contact poi. These are my defaults. These are what I use for all of my sponsored LED videos for Ultrapoi. These, of course, are their Orb Poi Pros. Some of the things that they updated in these that I think are fantastic. The tethers are sweet. Also, the heads are so much brighter than the first generation. It comes at the expense of battery life, but at the same time, like, you can see these heads, excuse me, pretty clearly at night, and especially when I'm doing flow videos, that's proven to be really, really helpful in producing dance videos at like twilight or so. Sometimes these will even be my contact poi when I'm running around during the day, depending upon how much room I have in my bag. But yeah, these are super solid. These are kind of like my default poi to reach for, depending upon what I'm working on. So they're pretty rad. And next up, we have a new contender. So these are the Helix Poi Pros from Ultrapoi. Now, in the past year, I've been trying to work a lot more with glow stringing style poi. This hasn't been as consistent a thing as I would have liked. These are really fantastic for doing very, very lightweight and glow stringing types of moves. As you can see, I have modified them to remove as much hardware as possible. I'm literally just taking the tethers straight around through the heads. If you, like me, are interested in dipping your toes into the glow stringing world, I highly recommend. And of course, I got a promo code with Ultrapoi, so both the Orb Poi Pros and the Helix Poi Pros, you can get them over at ultrapoi.com. You can use my promo code DrexFactor with a 0 instead of an O at checkout. Helps out the channel, and it gets you a discount. And also, Ultrapoi, just a big thank you, because they were the first company to sponsor me doing flow videos, and that meant a lot to me. All right, so next up, we're going to get into the realm of programmable poi, and I have two options for programmable poi. All right, so first up, we have Bubble Poi from Ignis. Now, I don't use these as much as I used to. I tend to only use these when I go out on one of the big group bike rides through DC, just as like kind of a fun treat for the other people on those bike rides. But where they excel, not only in the fact that they're programmable, but also the smartphone app that they have. One of my favorite things to do when I'm out on those bike rides is just hand my phone to somebody and have them like use it to control what graphics are coming up on these. Usually people really, really like this. And of course, just even beyond controlling the images that pop up on these, the app is just fantastic as like a fitness tracker. There's so much you can do with it. definitely the best smartphone app I've found for flow arts thus far. So yeah, these are still in my rotation here. You can get these over at, I believe it is ignispixel.com, and I have a promo code with these folks too. You can use Drex Factor over there to get a discount on a set of these. Really fun. As far as I know, still the only sets of programmable LED contact Poi out there. All right, so next up, we have the Visual Poi 4.0 minis from Pyroterra Light Toys. These are my gigging Poi of choice. So just straight up, I've used many sets of programmable Poi over the years, and these are just without a doubt the most user-friendly. And the desktop program, whether it be on Windows or on OS X, it's definitely the most intuitive and user-friendly version of software to program programmable Poi that I've seen. Yeah, these are just a super professional and really awesome product. So these are my defaults. You'll pull them out of my cold dead hands, whether I'm gigging or not. And once again, I have a promo code for these. I believe it is Drex Light Toys Factor 2021. If I get that wrong, I'll correct the text down below. But yeah, these are just without a doubt the most polished and professional sets of programmable LED Poi that I have ever used. All right, now let's start getting into some fire Poi here, shall we? All right, so first up, let's take a look at these. These, of course, well, you can't see them because I've got the heads stuck inside of these bags here. They're very sooty, and they're not going to look like much on camera anyway, but these are monkey fist heads. These are a set of Poi from Crispy Clowns. I got these years ago. They're also modified. I went ahead and stuck Ultrapoi Ultra Knob Pros on them. These were my default fire Poi for kind of a long time. They have the kind of interesting little cages in them that are packed with an absorbent material. So the burn times on these are fantastic and have stayed relatively consistent over the years. Mainly what I use these for is just burns that I know I need to have a really consistent burn time for. So yeah, they still wind up in rotation on occasion, but they're definitely not my primary fire Poi anymore. So what are my primary fire Poi now? I'm so glad you asked. It would be this set from Fire Mecha. Yeah. So we got Moonblaze heads here, as well as these Technora tethers that have the steel safety cable running through them. As you can see, they're slightly stiffer than the Technora tethers from Crispy Clowns, but it doesn't make that big a difference in my spinning style. They have the original Ultra Knob LED handles on them. So I like these honestly because the flame's a little bit smaller than they are with Monkey Fists, so I feel safer doing more dance-based stuff earlier in a burn. I feel safer taking a few more chances there. Also too, just like the peace of mind I get from spinning with the safety cables inside is fantastic. I had forgotten how much I enjoyed spinning with Moonblaze style heads until I got these. And most important of all, like as they were prototyping these, I emailed back and forth with Connor, the guy who runs Fire Mecha. He was really responsive to all of my feedback. And the product that he produced, I think, really has benefited as a result. And even better, they are working with me now, the first fire Poi company to offer me a discount code. So over at firemecha.com, you can go use the promo code DREXFactor at checkout to get yourself a discount on a set of these. And of course, it helps out the channel so everybody wins. Cool. So what sets of Poi are you using in regular rotation these days? Do you agree with my assessments of these? Do you have your own favorites? Please leave me a comment and let me know. I'd love to hear. If you got anything out of this video, please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to help other people find it, to help keep the conversation going, and of course, to help my channel grow. Thanks in advance. So this video would not be possible were it not for the kind support of all of these lovely people right here. These are my Flow patrons over on Patreon, and they, along with the nice people listed down in the description, help to make this video and all the videos on this channel possible. Thank you one and all for your very, very generous support. And if you out there are watching this video and you'd like to support my work, you can do that by heading on over to patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi and signing up. You can do that at the link down in the description or the card that just popped up if you are watching on YouTube. There you can get access to a whole host of awesome rewards and be helping me out in my mission. So go check that out, please and thank you. If you'd like to check out my reviews of any number of different Flow Arts products, I will go ahead and include a link to a playlist of them down in the description as well as up on screen if you are watching on YouTube. Also, the YouTube algorithm thinks that you might like this top video based upon your past viewing habits, so maybe give that a look as well. Thanks so much for watching. Have yourselves a good one. I hope you find the poi that work for you, and I will see you with a new video real soon. Thanks so much and take care. Peace.